Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, when we left off, we were dividing fractions. I wanted to talk about these. We didn't talk about anything other than positives, so we also have to talk about negatives. So let's do this. We're dividing. So when you were in school, when you were littler, they talked to you about positive and negative. Here's the way it goes. Positive times or positive divided by negative will be a negative. If you have two of the same sign and you divide, they're always positive, whether it be negative and negative or negative and or positive and positive. So let's start. So remember with division, we multiply by the reciprocal. So this is going to be 5 over 6 times negative 3 over 4. Now, I still can do my do. I have a 3 and a 6, so 3 goes into 3 one time, 3 goes into 6 two times. So a positive times a negative is a negative. 5 times 1 is 5. 2 times 4 is 8. So the answer is negative 5/8. Come down to this one. We do negative times positive, so it's going to be a negative. Oh, excuse me. First things first, negative 10 over 7 times, switch 5 over 21 to 21 over 5, and then we do the do. Negative times a positive is a negative. Now, I have a common factor of 5 here, so that becomes 2. I have 7 here, that becomes 3. 2 times 3 is 6 over 1, which is negative 6. Okay, now, last but not least on this page, I have 8 over 15 times negative 5 over 4. Now, 4 divides 8 twice, 4 divides 4 once. 5 can go into 15 3 times, so a positive times a negative is a negative. 2 times 1 is 2. 3 times 1 is 3. So that's what we did last time. So now we're going to talk about adding and subtracting. Although that might seem easier, sometimes it isn't, but let's start off with what we call a common denominator. So the way you do it, you say, okay, 1 plus 3 over 2 is 4 over 2, and 4 over 2 simplifies to 2. Now, same way here, 1 plus 5 over 8. So 1 plus 5 is 6 over 8, but 6 over 8 reduces to 3 over 4 because it has a common factor of 2. Now, 4 over 2, 4 plus 2 is 6 over 5, or we can say 1 1/5. And then we have this, 3 plus 4 is 5. Excuse me, 3 plus 2 is 5 over 4, which can also be 1 1/4. All right, now when we talk about subtracting, so this is going to be 5 minus 1 over 8, which is 4 over 8, and 4 over 8 reduces to 1 over 2. And then we have 6 minus 4 over 7, which is 2/7. Now that's if we have a common denominator. Not all fractions are made equal. Now, there are many ways to do this. I want to teach you something that I do. It's called the Bowtie Method. Now listen, do not try this unless both of these terms don't have a common factor. In other words, 5 and 3 are prime numbers. So I'm going to show you a little trick. I'm going to take the bottom and multiply it. So 5 times 3 is 15. Now, I'm going to take this 3 and multiply it up here. So 3 times 4 is 12. Then I'm going to take this 5, multiply it to 2. 5 times 2 is 10. So now, 12 plus 2 is 22 over 15, or we have 1 7/15. And the way I do that, 15 goes into 22 one time with a remainder of 7. Okay? Now, this is a little different. These actually have a common factor, but we can still do the Bowtie method, but what I normally do here is find what we call the lowest common denominator between these two. And it just happens to be, you look at 8, you look at 10. If this is 2 times 4, this is 2 times 5. So if you take 2 times 4 times 5, you get 40. So 40 is the common denominator. I will show you that on another video if I need to. But again, now, what did I multiply to 8 to get 40? I multiplied 5, correct? So whatever I multiply to the bottom, I multiply to the top. So 3 times 5 is 15. What did I multiply to 10 to get 40? I multiplied 4. So I multiply the top by 4, so 3 times 4 is 12. So I have a common denominator, which is 40. So 15 plus 12 is 27. Okay, now, yo, dude. Oh, it's Professor AlgeBro. Yeah, you knew I couldn't stay out of this. I want to take on the minus because I'm that dude. Okay, my man was talking about the bow tie method. If you notice, look up here. It makes kind of like a bow tie. I think also like a butterfly, but, you know, to each his own. So here's what we're going to do, guys. Just remember this time, instead of putting a plus sign, we put a minus sign. So let's do this. 7 and 5, they don't have their prime numbers, so I'm going to multiply those bad boys together. So 7 times 5 is 35. Now, if you remember what Mr. J said, 4 times 5. What's 4 times 5? That's a big 2-0, dude. All right. Now, watch carefully. 7 times 3 is 21. Oh, we've got a problem. The bigger number is we're going to subtract 21 from 20. Uh-oh. We're not going to be positive about this. We're going to be negative. Okay? So 20 minus 21 is a big negative 1 on the top, 35 on the bottom. Mr. J, take back over, dude. Thank you, thank you. Last page. I know y'all are going like, whew, thank goodness. All right, here we go. Now, if you notice, I have mixed numbers. Before we do anything, we're going to change them to improper fractions, okay? So 5 times, remember what I did on that first video, 5 times 1 plus 1. So 5 times 1 is 5 plus 1, 6 over 5. Same way here. 2 times 4 is 8 plus 3 is 11. So that's going to be 11 over 4. Can I do the bow tie method? Absolutely. Watch this. 5 and 4, they don't have common factors. So 5 times 4 is 20. 4 times 6 is 24. There's a plus. So 5 times 11 is 66. Then I add those bad boys together. Now, this is going to be interesting because, let's see. Oh, that's 55, guys, not 66. What's Mr. J doing? So, all right, so I hope y'all can read that. I'm sorry about that. So we've got 9. That is 70. So 79 over 20. Now, I can leave it as an improper fraction. So here we go. I'm going to multiply. 2 times 3 is 6 plus 1, so that's 7 halves minus 5 times 2 is 10 plus 3 is 13. Can I do the same trick? Can I do the bow tie method? Yes, I can. 2 times 5 is 10. 5 times 7 is 35 minus 2 times 13, which is 26. Oh, 35, not 37. Look at me messing up. I hope y'all got that. All right, now 35 minus 26 is 9 over 10. Last one. Last one. All right, here we go. Now, 5 goes into 15. Big deal. 5 goes into 15 3 times. So whatever I do the top, I do the bottom. So this is what I have. I have 8 plus 30 over 15, which is 38 over 15. Okay? Now, I know that was fast, but I'm running out of time. Y'all are probably saying, what? Stop. Okay, so I am. And the immortal words of my man, Professor AlgeBro. Good doing math with you, bros. Later. If you like what you saw, do me a favor. Click that like button and subscribe to our channel. Have a good day.